at the box. Tigers win. Tigers win. We call that, where I'm from, a statement W from the LSU Tigers. From jump offensively, they were awesome. 3 runs in the first inning on Jake Brown's 3-run bomb. He would end up driving in 5. Another homer. Jake Brown was phenomenal. Ethan Fry continued what has just been a completely dominant weekend for him at the plate. And LSU scored in their first 5 innings of the ball game. Excuse me, the first 5 innings of the ball game, and then again in the 7th. Just complete domination offensively. But you know what the story of the ball game is? The story of the ball game is frigging Anthony Iansson. That's the story of the ball game. Y'all, that Arkansas offense is an absolute juggernaut. That's it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. That's a juggernaut of an offense. And Anthony Iansson put those boys through a shredder tonight on the mound. 1 walk, 11 punch-outs, 6 innings, 0 runs. Goose egg from Iansson. Just absolute domination from that guy. He had everything working. Fastball, slider, curveball, pounds the zone. He was dominant. And I'll tell you what, in that 3rd inning, the 3rd inning is where it could have gotten a little hairy for him. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Vahiva Aloy up. And at that point, LSU's just up 4-0. That can change on one swing in that moment. And he punches out Vahiva Aloy and then punches out Logan Maxwell right behind him. Those were the biggest pitches of the night for Anthony Iansson. He made them when he needed them. Got his team back in the dugout, and they responded with another run. I believe that was when Ethan Fry hit the home run. And they just continued to extend the lead all night long. And then I'll be damned, it ends on a walk-off strikeout, which, I mean, what's the old saying? You go to the ballpark every day, and you will see something new every day. You'll see something you've never seen before. And I can't ever recall a walk-off strikeout. A bad base running move by Dickinson turned into the run rule win. That was awesome. But, y'all, there's so much to talk about from that game. If you had any doubt that LSU has the best 1-2 punch in the nation at the front of their rotation, that doubt should be quelled permanently. Anthony Iansson just put an exclamation point on that statement. Freaking 6 innings, shutout ball, 11 punch-outs against that lineup and that offense. That is really, really, really good. Really, really good. I think LSU pitching-wise, I think they've done a phenomenal job on the Aloy brothers, which we talked about. That was going to be huge to win this series, and it was. Pitching-wise, you've done an incredibly great job just in general on the Arkansas lineup. They've scored 7 runs in 2 days. I mean, that's huge against that team. That team's averaging 9 runs per game. You've held them to 7 through 2 games. Yeah, it got hairy there in the 7th inning for a minute. And yes, I think they should have let Iansson go back out there and finish it. But that's not the path Jay took. If he took that path, it probably would have been much easier, and we wouldn't have had to play the bottom of the 7th. But hey, then we wouldn't have all got introduced to a walk-off strikeout. But yes, I would have left Iansson in to finish. But the job your bullpen has done, and you know what, your pitching staff has done, and credit Jaden Newt. He came in there and shut the door and got you out of there in really impressive fashion, to where you only needed 1 run to walk them off and get the run rule, and you did. So, all in all, I mean, great night for the pitching. You would have liked to seen a little bit better from Rizzi. You would have liked to have seen a little bit better from Primo, but all in all, you held that offense to 3 runs. That's really good, and it's highlighted by Iansson, and you have the best 1-2 punch. Let's see. That is 11 2/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 21 strikeouts from Iansson and Anderson. Find me a better 1-2 punch in the country. And look, I know what's in Knoxville. I know Liam Doyle. I know Marcus Phillips. They're awesome. They came in here and carved you up. But I'm not trading Anderson and Iansson for those two guys. I'm really not. They have been awesome the last 3 weeks especially. And for my money, the best 1-2 punch in the nation. I thought that coming into this weekend, and it's already, and that's just been further solidified. So, Justin LaGrange, I have thoughts on the postseason that I want to get to. But 1 second, I do want to go in on the offense a little bit more. And Jake Brown was incredible. And yes, he needs to play every day. He won't. Just get over it. I mean, I've had to do that. I've gotten over it. He should play every day. But it's just not going to. Like, they're going to continue to get Pearson in there and put him in right field, and that's fine. And if you want Pearson in the lineup, quite honestly, that's the only place you can put him right now because you're not taking Ethan Fry out of the DH role. Offensively, for me, though, we talked about this in the preview with Gage Wood. Gage Wood has great stuff, but the big thing with him is he's in the zone. He came in with 2 walks on the season in 14-plus innings. He walked a couple tonight, but what I said on the preview was you have to be ready to hit against him. Jay Johnson and his offensive deal and plan is a lot of, okay, let's go make the pitcher work. Let's get the pitch count up, get him out as early as we can. You try to do that against a guy like Gage Wood, and you're going to be in a lot of trouble. They had to go out there, be aggressive, and be ready to hit, and they were, and I loved that. And it leads to a 3 spot in the first, and then another run in the second, and you have him out of the game before the third and fourth inning. So that I loved. And what's even better is they kept that aggression at the plate all night long. They were ready. They were ready to go and ready to be aggressive and hit. That was awesome from LSU. I mean, that is one of, if not the best offensive games they've played all year. And they've played a few really good ones. But that one, given the moment, given the stretch you've been on, that was really, really good. Jake Brown, incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. I mean, more like Rake Brown, right? Sorry. But he set the tone. I thought the top of your lineup was very good. I thought all the way down to the 9-hole was very good tonight. And how about Cade Arambidi, y'all? If that performance doesn't get you excited tonight about the future of the catcher position at LSU, I can't help you. I really can't. 3-hit night for Cade Arambidi. He was awesome. A homer. A hard single. He was great. I mean, that's the best offensive performance we've seen from Arambidi all year long. And that, I'll tell you this right now, that's more akin to what you were seeing from him in the preseason scrimmages and even in the fall, where it's like, okay, this guy can definitely hit. You know that. Where's the defense at? And the defense has improved night and day from what it was early in the season and in the fall. So, I mean, those are the 3 I'll really highlight for you. Jake Brown, Cade Arambidi, and Ethan Fry. And you know what? The most encouraging thing with Fry was you gave him the start against the righty and Gage Wood, and he performed. He produced. Righty or lefty, did not matter. Ethan Fry went out there and attacked and had a day. And the more he's going to do that, the more he just continues to earn the reps to go. Ethan's had a great year. He's had a couple of tough stretches against righties, but all in all, he has had a great year, and that has just continued this weekend. And he was great last weekend against A&M. But, I mean, holy crap, what a statement that team just made. And you know what? They can make an even bigger one on Sunday because you're set up pretty darn well. You got Casey Evans to go out there and start, and he's been really good in 2 starts. You feel great there. Arkansas is going to have a TBA. It might be Landon Beidelsheis. We'll see where they go there if you're the Hogs. You know, that's something to look at. But you'll have a starting pitching advantage again. I thought you had it the first 2 days. You'll have it again tomorrow. And that's great. That's great news. And your bullpen's pretty darn good, too. Like, you're set up pretty good in the bullpen. I mean, Shores could come back. He hadn't pitched twice in a weekend yet, so that'll be interesting. Nuke could come back. You haven't seen William Schmidt because he didn't get to pitch on Tuesday, so you have him available. I'm almost certainly Connor Ware hasn't thrown. I mean, Rizzy could come back. I kind of wish he would give him another shot. He's got better stuff in there than what we saw tonight. So, I mean, you're set up. Who else did I forget? I'm sure I forgot bullpen arms. There's so many of them on this team. But you're set up in a great spot. What I'm going to be really interested in, though, is does the offense carry over? That's what we're going to be looking for tomorrow, is the offense carry over. Because they were great tonight. But I will still say the story of the night is Anthony Iansson. I mean, to shut that offense out for 6 innings, that is epic. That's epic. So, very, very good job from the Tigers all the way around. And again, I think you're in a really good spot for tomorrow. I think LSU's got a great chance to win all 3 this weekend. And if they do that, that's the biggest statement you could have made. A couple things did happen tonight for LSU, and then we'll get to some questions. Got Lit Light Installers, gotlitlights.com. Permanent outdoor landscape lighting. Front yard flower beds, backyard patio, custom design. They come, install, they will help maintain. They make you a customer for life. It's about building a relationship. Remember, anybody can install lights for you. How many of those places are going to come, maintain, keep in touch, tear down, even store the lights for you if need be? And again, you can do it temporarily as well for your private events like graduation parties, which are right around the corner. Graduations are happening. You got a grad in your family, throw them a party, Got Lit Lights. They can outfit the party for you with the lights, custom fit, custom design, cut to fit, storage, tear down, maintenance. Got Lit Light Installers, gotlitlights.com. Okay. LSU tonight, not that this wasn't going to happen at some point anyway this season, but LSU on Saturday night locked in a top 16 seed. LSU will play another home weekend. Tomorrow will be a formality where you can do senior day, and it's the last regular season game. LSU is now at 17 wins in this league, and they will play postseason baseball at the box for at least one weekend. But now what you need is 2 more wins to secure your top 8 seed. And you have a chance to get one of those tomorrow. The other thing you did, you got to 40 wins. 40 wins is awesome any season, but especially when you can do it before the final week of the regular season. That's dominant stuff. And LSU has had their struggles this year, and they've still gotten to that mark before the end of the regular season. This also marks the 4th consecutive year LSU has reached 40 wins under Jay Johnson. Every single year he's been here, he's gotten LSU to 40 wins. That is no small feat. 40 wins is hard to do in college baseball, and especially in the SEC. And they've done that. So those are 2 great accomplishments for this baseball team here tonight on Saturday to lock up a regional host site in the top 16, and now you go ahead and you win 2 more baseball games, and you have locked up a top 8 national seed as well. So, and again, the 40 wins. So 2 really, really awesome milestones, and again, they continue to start to play their best ball when they need it most, and that's very, very encouraging. Y'all smash the like button, please, if you have not already, and get subscribed to the YouTube channel and on your favorite podcast app if you haven't already. Please share. Got a late start. Tough to get out of the stadium. I was going to do it right outside the stadium, but it's cold. So I was like, we'll just make it to the truck. And then the link I originally sent out crashed, so I had to make a new one. So please share and smash the like button if you have not already. Questions from my friends in the chat. What we got? Christian Case, this win is sweeter because of A&M this weekend. Y'all, that is one of the most Texas A&M things I've ever seen in my life. All you had to do was not screw up. And by screw up, I mean lose a series to the worst team in the league. What in the world? It is unbelievable. Do you realize Texas A&M has series wins over LSU, Arkansas, and Tennessee, and they're probably going to miss the NCAA tournament? Like, they have to go sweep Georgia to lock themselves in before the SEC tournament. If not, they're going to have to make a run in Hoover. And you know what? I put this series loss for A&M on coaching because you're feeling pretty damn good of yourself. You're feeling pretty damn good about yourself because of what the series wins I just told you. Tennessee, Arkansas, LSU. Man, you're feeling great, loving every minute of it. And oh, here comes the 0-30 team. You feel great that you're gonna sweep them. You've been told all week you're gonna sweep them. You go out there and lose the first 2 games of the weekend. That's a coach not having the control of his locker room that he needs to, 100%. So man, what an Aggie. What an Aggie move. Justin LaGrange, number one overall seed possible. Yes, I think it is. The interesting thing there is going to be what happens with Texas, because Texas, that was a big win for them today against Florida. But yes, the number one overall seed is possible for LSU. I have not looked at their RPI yet. I will do that as soon as I get off the live stream with y'all. It was number 8 coming in. They're going to need that to climb a little bit more. It's possible. I don't think they get it just because I think there are going to be a couple teams with stronger metrics in front of you with strength of schedule and quad 1 wins and all that, although that's now 13 quad 1 wins for LSU, which is a solid number. So, I mean, it was possible. Parker G, when was the last time we've had a number 1 seed? LSU has never had the number 1 seed. As far as I know. In 2013, they were the 2. In 2017, they were the 3. In 2017, they were the 4. In 2013, they were the 2 seed. They were the number 2 overall seed in 2013. 2017, they were the 4. 2009, they were the 3. 2023, they were the 5. I don't think LSU has ever had the number 1 seed. At least not in the super regional era. In 2004, they were the 2 seed. So, you know, that's what it'd be the first. And I don't believe in a curse. DJ Trauma Gaming, $4.99 super chat. People making fun of A&M, but we just lost the series to them. Hurts our RPI. It isn't that funny. Your RPI was 8 coming into the weekend. Your RPI is fine. It's fine. Like, remember, the chief component of the RPI is wins. That's why Coastal Carolina, who has a strength of schedule in the 60s and 70s, is the number 12 ranked RPI team because they win. UTSA is inside the top 20 in the RPI. Their strength of schedule is 100, but they win. Just win. That's what you have to do. LSU's RPI is fine. Texas A&M's is not. That is plummeting. Justin Hunt asks, am I going to Hoover? I am not going to Hoover. And I'm really interested to see what the attendance is like in Hoover this year, because that single elimination, I think, it will hurt attendance. I think that will absolutely hurt attendance. Christian Case, that's a great question from Christian Case. Who is the toughest team outside of the SEC? I am going to go with Florida State right now. Jamie Arnold on a Friday night is no joke. The Noles have a legit ace in Jamie Arnold. He's great. The number 2 isn't too bad either. That's a team that's also potentially in the hunt for a number 1 overall seed. You know, I'll tell you who else is playing really well in the ACC right now is North Carolina. Did they win their series against NC State? I mean, that was a big one. The Tar Heels got off to a rough start in the ACC play as well, and now they're a top 10 team and staring down the barrel of a potential top 8 host again. North Carolina's really good, but I'm gonna give it to Florida State. I'm a big fan of their coach, Link Jarrett. That was a brilliant hire by them. FSU alum, and you'll remember he was the head coach of the Notre Dame team that went in and beat that Tennessee team that was so damn good in 2022. So big fan of Link Jarrett, and I mean Jamie Arnold. Jamie Arnold's gonna be a top 5 pick in the draft in July. So I would go Florida State. They got a really good lineup too. The Noles are good. I expect to see them in Omaha. this year, where they will just inevitably choke and lose because that's what they do in Omaha, but I expect to see them there. Really good ball club. Nicholas Casey says, which dark horse SEC team do you think makes Omaha? Well, before this weekend, I would have told you Texas A&M. And I don't believe that anymore, now do I? I'll go Florida. Florida started 1-11 in the league, and they're playing really, really good baseball. And Sully's teams have a history of doing this, where they get hot late, and they did it last year. They did it last year, and made it. Tanner, I get what you're saying with Omaha, with Auburn. Auburn's not a dark horse. Auburn's potentially going to be a top 8 national seed, so not calling them a dark horse. No, Florida for sure, and that's who I'll go with. I'll go with Sully in Florida. So. Just an awesome weekend so far for the Tigers, man. We're celebrating here. If they win that game Sunday, we're going to have a lot of fun. If they win that game Sunday and LSU brings 20 wins easily back into play in the league, and depending on what happens with Texas Sunday, LSU might have a outside shot to win the SEC in the last weekend of conference play. So tomorrow's really important. You've locked up the series, and that was most important, but tomorrow's really important as well. Christian Case asking about Palmieri, and I saw somebody else, Cornholio, Palmieri out after one season at USC. I don't know, man. Ray Tanner likes him a lot. They're boys. Although Ray Tanner's not the athletic director anymore, so that could hurt Paul. For Palmieri's sake, I wish he would be out after 1 year for his sake, because I hate I hate watching this for him. The man's legacy should have ended at LSU the way that it did, going out by winning a road regional, and you know, that's the way I would have preferred it. And again, when I was filling in for Matt on AFR the other day, I talked about this. It's like, his legacy for me is safe because of what he did at LSU, but just for, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you won't be able to tell his story now without the South Carolina chapter, and it's been a complete disaster. And I think I don't see it getting any better. South Carolina just doesn't have the investment in baseball that they used to. And now, especially with NIL, it's just that program is far from its glory days. Far, far, far from its glory days. So we'll see, but I would imagine he gets one more year. The key now is Ray Tanner hired him and loved him. Ray Tanner is not the athletic director anymore, so, you know, we'll see. Cloudsack, did I see the Clemson ejection last night? I did not. But you had me curious to go look that up. That's another coach that I love, Eric Bakich. Love Eric Bakich. Think he's fantastic. Is Paul the baseball equivalent of Belichick? No. No, he's not. Jeez, talk about an experiment. That's going to be wild to watch. Look at Parker. Hey, Maneri does love him some SEC tournament. He loves him some SEC tournament, man. I love Eric Bakich even more, Cloudsack, that you just said that. That is fantastic. Tossed somebody, didn't know who, told Bakich to pick the player, and Bakich chose a guy recovering from Tommy John. That is epic. Love that. Man, what a friggin' win. Dominant. Domination. They don't get much better than that, gang. We get baseball at the box in June. The regional was always going to happen because they were going to get to 17, 18 wins in the league and have a strong enough RPI. But you locked it up tonight. You locked it up tonight. Christian Case, why was Brown bunting? They were playing for the run rule. Jay knew he needed one run in the game, so he put a guy in scoring position. Why not? And Brown has struggled a little bit against left-handed pitching, so sure. Why not? It was a great bunt. It was a fantastic bunt, and it ended up working. Without putting that runner in scoring position, he's not able to score on the drop third strike and the hoopla that ensued there. That was awesome, by the way. Walk-off strikeout. That's one we'll remember. That's one we'll remember. So they were great 1 through 9. But again, I'll go Brown, Fry, and Aaron Beatty. And I'm so fired up for the rest of Cade Aaron Beatty's career at LSU. I really am. I am fired up. Cloud Zach, 2 walk-offs in the same day. Very true. 2 walk-offs in the same day. Oh, man. What in the world, y'all? What are we doing? So good. So good. Great win. Y'all smash the like button, please. Y'all smash the like button. And, me too, Justin Hunt. I freaking love Alec Buck Stadium. Me too. Great crowd tonight. Great crowd tonight. For 5:31 pitch, they were there early, and that was a great crowd, man. That really was. So, just awesome. It's a really good team you beat. Arguably the most complete team in the country, Arkansas. And you dominated them. You humbled them. They couldn't have been feeling any better about themselves coming off a series sweep off of Texas. And you went out there and you've outscored them now, 17-7 in 2 games. That's really good. That's really, really good. So, awesome. Awesome. June baseball at the box, baby. Let's go. Now, it's all about locking up the second week in June. And you've got 3 games to win 2 in order to do that. Sorry, you have 4 games to win 2 in order to do that. Great. Great place to be for the Tigers. Fire, I don't know who's starting for Arkansas yet. They have not announced it. We'll have to wait and see. They were TBA. If it's Landon Beidelsheis, he has an ERA over 6 in conference play. So, Devin Kelly, what was the atmosphere like? It was good, man. It was good. I mean, it was rowdy at times, but how could it not be? So, Parker G. to Hoover wins count as SEC wins for national seed implications? Yes, they do. The committee views those as SEC wins, so those do count. That's why you always hear, when you're on the bubble or whatnot, and it's like, okay, you're at 13. That's how you looked at LSU. You're at 13 wins, but then they made a run all the way to the SEC tournament final. That's just more SEC wins. God, how many games did they win? They were Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 or 5. So they ended up technically with 17 or 18 wins in the committee's eyes, so yeah, I mean, all of that matters. All that matters. Now, in terms of national seed, though, once you have one locked up, you're good. I mean, just get one of the 8. That's what I say, man. You'd love to have a high seed, sure, but get one of the 8. Play your postseason ball at home. Get to Omaha and see if you can play your best baseball of the year for a week and a half, 2 weeks in the Midwest. That's it. Because once you get to Omaha, anything can happen. So just get one of the 8 and secure yourself at home for 2 weeks. And y'all see how important that's going to be for LSU. That team's incredible in that building. They're just so much better. They have more power. They do everything better when they're at the box. So that's the important part. Smash the like button, please. Y'all get subscribed. YouTube channel and on your favorite podcast app. Please share. That's always helpful. Follow me on social media as well. On Twitter, X, Musso Matthew. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and all the places. Greatly appreciated. And be here next time for more on Musso at the Box, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.